How can you make her deeply miss you when she is no longer by your side? How can your presence still echo in her mind? In the quest for a meaningful and profound relationship, leaving a mark on someone doesn't rely on extravagant gifts or flowery words, but rather on the true essence of who you are. Inspired by Stoic philosophy, we don't seek to grab someone forcefully. Instead, we create a space where they willingly want to return. In today's video, let's delve into the subtle actions, meaningful words, and ways of naturally demonstrating your value, so that even from afar, your image continually lingers in her thoughts. Join me as we uncover 3 unique and effective secrets to engrave your image in someone's heart, making you unforgettable. By adopting the principles of Stoicism, you will learn how to leave a lasting impression by remaining calm, self-controlled, and true to yourself. Before we begin, I encourage you to hit the like button and subscribe to support our channel. Leave a comment to share your feelings or stories, thereby enriching our conversation. Now let's get started together. Number 1. Don't consistently follow their lead. Let's start with a simple truth. If you're constantly texting or calling someone, you might come off as too available or even desperate. Think about it: when something is always accessible, it often loses its allure. Just like having the same meal every single day would get boring, constantly being in someone's space can have a similar effect. Here's an example to bring this idea to life. Imagine you're an artist working on a painting. If you spend every moment of the day in your studio, you might lose perspective on your work. But stepping away for a while, that can give you a fresh view and a new appreciation for what you're creating. The same principle applies to relationships. When you're not always on the line, you create a space for the other person to miss the laughter, the deep conversations, and the unique aspects of your personality. They begin to value your presence more because they realize it's not a given. It's a special part of their day that isn't always available. From a Stoic perspective, this practice teaches us about self-control and independence. Stoics believe in living a life of virtue and meaning, focusing on personal growth and inner peace, rather than seeking validation from others. By not being overly available, you show that you have your own goals, passions, and pursuits. You're not defined solely by your relationships. Instead, you're a person with a rich, fulfilling life. This doesn't mean ignoring the people you care about. Rather, it's about balancing your presence in a way that fosters appreciation and depth in your connections. Remember, this isn't about playing games or making someone chase after you. It's about respecting yourself and the other person enough to allow space in your interactions. This space is not empty, it's filled with anticipation, reflection, and often a growing appreciation of each other's role in your lives. So take a step back sometimes. Let life's canvas unfold at its own pace. Be worth the wait, not hard to get. Let them feel your absence, just enough to realize how much they value your presence. And when you do this, watch how the dynamics of your relationships transform, bringing a new depth that is both rewarding and enriching. Remember, it's not just about making someone miss you. It's about growing as an individual and enhancing the quality of your relationships. Number 2, resist the lure of seeking attention. Picture this: you receive a simple emoji or a casual hello from someone you're interested in. It's tempting to reply immediately, especially if you've been eagerly awaiting their message. But let's pause and think about this from a Stoic perspective. In Stoicism, we learn the value of self-control and not being swayed by every impulse. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Now apply this wisdom here. If you rush to reply every time, it might give off the impression that you're always available, just waiting for them to reach out. This can make you appear less intriguing and diminish your perceived value. The human brain is wired to appreciate what is not readily available if you're always quick to respond. They might take your attention for granted, thinking that minimal effort is enough to keep you engaged. Instead, the next time you receive one of these light messages, take your moment, focus on your goals. Your hobbies are simply being present in the moment. This delay in your response isn't about playing games. It's about showing that you have a full, rich life of your own. It's demonstrating that while you value them, your world isn't revolving around their messages. Here's an example. You're working on a project you're passionate about, and a message pops up instead of dropping everything. You choose to finish your task, placing your personal growth and commitments above the instant gratification of a quick chat. When you eventually reply, your response will carry more weight. It subtly communicates that your time and attention are precious. This approach doesn't just make your attention seem more valuable, it naturally makes you more attractive. When they see that you're not always readily available, that your life is full and engaging, they'll be more inclined to make more significant efforts to connect with you. And it's in these moments, when they realize that winning your attention is a rewarding challenge, that they begin to appreciate and miss your presence more deeply. This is the power of embodying stoic principles in your interactions, showing that you're grounded in your own life and not swayed by every notification. Number 3, develop an aura of mystique. Stoicism teaches us the value of restraint and the power of the unknown. By revealing ourselves gradually, we engage others' natural curiosity, making them think more about us and sparking a desire to know more. Why is this so effective? It's simple. People are inherently curious. If you lay all your cards on the table at once, there's no more mystery, no more puzzle to solve, and the interest soon wanes. However, if you unfold your story bit by bit, it keeps people engaged, eager to discover what lies beneath each layer. Take this scenario as an example. Imagine you've just had a day filled with unexpected turns and delightful surprises. Instead of recounting every single detail to your friends or someone you're interested in, you might casually mention, "Wow, today was filled with surprises," and leave it at that. This approach naturally invites them to ask, "What happened?" or "Tell me more." Each question opens a path to deeper conversation, but only on your terms when you choose to reveal more. This strategy doesn't just keep you on their mind, it makes every interaction with you thrilling. You become like a novel they can't put down, where every chapter reveals a little more, heightening the intrigue in true Stoic fashion. This method teaches patience, both to you and the person you're interacting with. It's about enjoying the journey of getting to know each other without rushing through the pages. So by cultivating a subtle air of mystery, you embody the Stoic principle of controlling what you reveal and maintaining your autonomy over how much of yourself you share. This not only keeps you interesting, but also makes your social interactions more dynamic and thought-provoking. Keep them guessing, keep them curious, and watch as they become more drawn to you, eager to uncover the depths of your character.